Here we go. What?
At the start of the show?
All the way.
Let's start it with the show. We're doing a show? We're doing a show. It's the 8-Bit Show. We gotta go. To the 8-Bit Show. That's an important place to go.
Yeah. Brought to you by
Juicy fruit.
Juicy Fruit. Yeah.
Like that anymore?
Not the gum.
Like literal juicy fruit.
A little juicy fruit.
Like
grape or something?
yeah. Do you like some grapes?
It could be great.
The world's your oyster, you know?
Ew.
Yeah,
You
you're
don't like oysters?
Not
I
really.
like shellfish. I'll fucks with some shellfish. Sea bugs. Tastes good.
well, hello and welcome everyone to the 8-Bit Show. I'm Frankie1029. With me today are my co-hosts, as always, Coffee and Corn Dogs.
Hello.
And Two Littles 505. How you guys doing?
Whoa. Don't rope me into this.
You roped yourself into this.
Oh,
Well, he roped me into this.
Yeah, actually, you did rope Coffee into this. Like
I did, yeah.
you're actively contributing to the show notes here, so you have no one to blame but yourself. Coffee's just an innocent bystander.
That's what I've been saying, yeah.
I wouldn't call him innocent.
You one wish willowed me into this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
We all saw the documentary. Well, I don't think we all have. Do you watch Obsession yet, Frankie?
No.
Oh, really good.
You weren't supposed to notice any of that.
Well, you should have wished for that then.
They assured me that my victims would not know. I mean, people I wish upon.
Victims, interesting choice of words.
Upon. Well, you know what Cinderella says, right?
Cinderella?
Make money, get bitches.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's that's the
Pretty
quote.
sure that's what Cinderella said.
Yeah.
I remember that. The Disney movie.
So how you guys doing? Got anything new going on? Anything exciting? Anything boring?
I got new headphones.
Oh yeah. Oh, the headphones. What'd you get?
I got some new Raycons. I got like the open ear buds.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like earbuds, except for they don't like go inside your ear.
Yeah.
They just sit on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty good, especially for being able to like hear around you. If I'm just listening to like a book, and I have it down a bit, I can easily hear everything around me.
Mm.
Music becomes a little harder just because it gets a little overwhelming, but
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's one thing I like about the Pixel Buds, the ability to switch between the noise canceling and the open ear. I don't really wear them out and about. Like sometimes I do, but it's pretty rare.
well, I like to wear mine like most of the time.
Yeah.
I think most of it's just a comfort thing.
I can't keep them in my ear for too long either which way. Like if they weren't earbuds, I probably could.
These ones
I probably shouldn't.
These ones I can't really keep on my ears for too long because they have like they like hang. They have like the ear.
Yeah, I do
ear
like that
hanger
style.
bit.
Yeah.
But after a little while, those can like start to hurt.
Mm-hmm. The first
Yeah,
set of
like,
those that I ever
They add like a
had,
little bit of pressure to your ear, so it can be.
yeah. There's the first set of those that I ever had back in high school. I don't even remember where I got them from, but they were really cool because they were flat, so I could lie down with them and it wouldn't hurt. Like they were shaped just the right way, and they weren't like even particularly like well designed, but like they didn't hurt. I could wear them for hours and hours. Like they're really good. And I've never found some that were quite that good. I haven't looked in a while, but I miss headphones like that.
Yeah, these ones are pretty nice. I like Raycon as far as a brand goes. I think they've proven themselves to be pretty reliable for me.
Mm-hmm.
If I could stop, losing them,
So
losing
look up
one
and stuff,
one
listen.
bud.
That is important. Yeah, cool. I don't really got a whole lot outside of the typical things we'll talk about. So, Coffee, if you don't got anything, should we head into the news?
Yeah, no, really anything.
All right. Well,
Use it is then.
newsy news.
To be fair, most of mine is old news since we missed last week,
Yeah.
but it was still like, I don't know, stuff I kind of wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Let's do it. Why don't you start off with the older ones that you got?
All right, fine. I'll pause the game.
Noble of you.
Dude,
I
yeah,
know.
I'm still gonna bitch about it.
As a nobleman would.
Should we talk about first? Let's see, I got cool, not cool. Union stuff
Yeah.
and cool union stuff.
It's usually cool.
Yeah.
We got a little some responses from Microsoft. Let's do that. Let's hop in Microsoft firing a bunch of people and getting rid of a bunch of a whole bunch of people.
Oh yeah. There's how many jobs was it?
Microsoft is cutting a total of 32,000 jobs.
32,000.
by
32
the
or
end of-
36? Because wait,
3,200 jobs.
Okay, keep talking. I saw
So 3,200 jobs by the end of
the
this
fiscal
year.
year.
End of the fiscal year.
Yeah, and half of that's already been done, right? About
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they did do quite a bit off the start, including we lost like a number of people from ZeniMax
Mm-hmm.
who do the Elder Scrolls Online. Apparently, that's down to just like a skeleton crew. To the point that some of those that were fired have come out with statements basically saying they don't know how any new content will ever be added to that game with the size of their crew. Which is quite unfortunate, especially since they just launched into their whole new seasons thing.
Yeah.
id Software lost 136 people, about half of their studio. Just before their new expansion releases for Doom Dark Age. This led to the studio putting out a little message because a bunch of people have been worried about where this leaves id, so they made a little online statement. I believe I saw this one through through Twitter. The app formerly known as Twitter. It says, thank you for all the support this week. While our studio was impacted, those changes were spread across the team. We still have the crew we need to build the game and tech we're known for. The team today is about the same size as we were when making the 2016 Doom. We have always had a flat studio where everyone is a maker and will remain true to that philosophy moving forward. We are focused on supporting each other and the team members impacted. We are going to keep building the great games and tech that have defined us for the past 35 years, and we look forward to seeing you at QuakeCon this August. So yeah, it turns out they're going back down to about the same size as they were.
Yeah.
For Microsoft buyout, which is, at least something.
And then we got Double Fine and Compulsion Games.
Yeah, Double Fine got out pretty great.
And Compulsion.
And Compulsion. I guess they both became independent.
Yeah.
Not only that, as far as Double Fine goes, I know them more.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
They get to hold on to their games, which is a pretty big deal.
And they have funds enough to get to releasing their next
Launch
game.
The games that they got to show off, that they showed off during the Xbox thing. Those still have a launch plan.
Yeah.
That has not gone away. So Sonoa and I forgot what Double Fine was putting out.
I don't remember either. Something.
But yeah, they're now independent studios, which is honestly probably for the best. There's a couple more studios that have been purchased by someone else. There's no real details as of yet.
No, I still haven't seen anything. I don't know if it did come out, but I haven't researched in the last week whether any of that, the name of the studio who bought them or publisher or whatever company or companies.
I haven't seen anything on it yet.
Yeah. Otherwise, there's a lot of layoffs, and there will be more. And obviously, people are worried. And
a year chock full of layoffs.
Yep. And here's the thing, like, I don't know. It's so hard to tell, like, what's the worst thing here. Because I saw some discussion over on not just on oh my god, what's it called? Linus, not Linus Tech Tips, but one of their channels, Linus Media Group's channels. They're trying to figure out, okay, well, like, is it worse that somebody got a job for 3 years, and like we have to lay them off now because things are changing? Like it's with what Microsoft was trying to do, they made a big bet and they lost.
Well, you could put a lot of that on. Unfortunately, I don't mean to like smear the guy at all, but like Phil Spencer made some pretty terrible moves in purchasing. My problem is like trying to put it on that. It's like all these publishers keep doing this, and it's not a new thing. Whereas they buy up all these studios, and they obviously can't hold on to them.
Well, I mean,
it's obviously too much money.
But here's the interesting thing. Yeah, it obviously was. Well, and I don't think it's just that. Like, Microsoft has been on the losing end for a while, right? So their console sales were not doing great after the 360. Like the 360 was a hit, but after that, like nobody was flocking to their consoles. So they decided, probably rightfully so, they don't have the right IP. So they weren't making.
I think that's also kind of not paying attention, right? Because they got kind of lambasted for the Xbox One and the whole like digital only thing, which now we see PlayStation doing, which that held back sales, right? And then they gambled. Their big gamble was with Game Pass, and they tried to like buy a bunch of like studios and shit to
make that
fixed.
Yeah, to make that look enticing, right? To have people sign up. And what I like, honestly, I don't even think for the most part a lot of what they were doing was bad. And probably, you know, the whole Activision Blizzard thing, that was ridiculous. They shouldn't have gotten into that deal in any way, shape, or form. But like buying up indie studios, trying to give them more money to do the things that they want to do, while also bringing on these offerings to their own console, I thought it was a pretty good idea. I still think like that's kind of cool for such a big company to do. You know, but the way that all turned out was that Microsoft just kept losing money. I mean, what was it? It was like less than 50 cents for every dollar that they spent was what they were making.
Yeah, at least that's what Sean stated. Yeah,
like that's crazy. So yeah, they kept losing, and I think that, you know, at least I don't know what the whole deal is with all these studios. The way they're going to be repurposed. It's important to keep in mind
that they kept insisting that they had the money and the resources to keep all this afloat during their acquisition of Activision Blizzard.
Oh yeah, no.
I think that's the part that irritates me the most, is they kept claiming that this wasn't an issue and this wasn't a thing all the way until they got this merger through.
I mean,
and then almost as soon as it went through, we're experiencing this. Now we get
yeah. And here's
a whole bunch of people fired.
Here's the thing, though, is that like, and I don't think the Activision Blizzard purchase is what led to this. It just made it probably happen sooner. But
it's a thing that they shouldn't have never made that purchase. They had already purchased so many studios.
Yeah.
That they were already on a thin line.
Yeah.
And they went ahead and did this one anyways. And my big problem is that they basically lied during all the court hearings and stuff. Like, oh yeah, we can handle all this.
I mean, I think they still can. I think what shifted was probably the bigger companies' priorities. I think there was probably a bigger emphasis on, hey, yes, the gaming market's still great. Like, we can capitalize on this.
Itself. Yeah.
Look at, I mean, during the COVID times, things were probably a lot better for gaming. Like, just the market in general looked great. The problem is the global economic situation. It's left it with, do we really need to do gaming here? Why are we doing so much gaming? You know, people can't afford these things. They're not buying ours.
I think that and all these big tech companies, big push towards like AI, they're putting so much into it, including Microsoft.
Oh yeah. I mean, what I'm saying is I don't think it's just this one thing with Activision Blizzard. A lot of people have been saying like, oh, that's the reason why, and it's definitely a contributor. Definitely. But you know, there's a lot more to it, I think. And all of these things lined up at once to kind of give the go ahead for Microsoft to say, let's not put a whole lot into it. Phil Spencer, either he saw the writing on the wall or he was asked to leave, is what it seems like now. And
I'm not going to speculate on it, but I have a feeling that it was the latter.
Yeah. Well, looking at it now, it's kind of like yeah, you did things that honestly I think at the time were pretty good for the gaming community. Except for the Activision Blizzard thing, like I still hate that deal to the end of the world. But I think what they were trying to do was overall good for gamers. And they took the brunt of that on the chin, and now everyone's having to pay for it. And so it's one of these things where it's like, I don't know, it's like looking back at the position that they're in back then, I feel like it wasn't the worst move for them to try to do something if they wanted to stay in the gaming world. And I think they had passionate people who loved gaming and wanted to continue to do something for it. And so I don't think they necessarily did the wrong thing to begin with. I'm not saying they always did the right thing there, but it's a situation where I think that the alternative would have been that Xbox wouldn't be around anymore, and some of these studios might be gone, which maybe for Activision Blizzard would be a good thing. But I don't know. It's hard to say. I think it's a very nuanced thing that has happened here, but I think the big warning is what we've always talked about, like these companies buying up these smaller developers and whatnot. It doesn't usually work out for that crew, honestly.
No, these big publishers buy it up, and then I mean most of the time, I would like we were saying before, it's really nice that like Double Fine was able to keep its catalog, because one of the common things is that gets kind of steered away from.
Yeah, right. Actually, yeah, and I still think Microsoft is doing the right thing here when it comes to some of these decisions that they're having to make. But I think they're having to make them, which is the unfortunate part. I think if they could hold on to these studios and continue doing what they're doing, they would. This doesn't feel like they're just getting rid of jobs to get rid of jobs. I think there's a larger impact here that they're kind of looking at their financials and saying, this is the amount of money that we have, and we can't pay everyone.
I think part of it's they're wanting to spend more and more on AI and stuff like that.
Oh, I'm just talking about the games division, like the larger Microsoft company.
Well, I still think that decision is affecting the games. Is my point.
Yeah, but I don't think that the gaming,
how much money Microsoft has, or is willing to spend on its gaming division. And we talked about it before. Yeah. Like the gaming division isn't like their big money maker.
Yeah, no.
Like far from it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Well, and that just goes into, but it's part of them. They're spending on AI that's driving up the cost of the consoles, the hardware for everyone. So, and I mean the way that the production lines go, there's no quick fix. And I think there's still like a year away from some of these plants that are supposed to be responding to this to be able to make a difference, and they're probably not even going to make that big of a difference because none of these companies, I don't know, that's a whole nother conspiracy on top of it, but none of these companies on top of the conspiracy would want to put like enough new fabrication into these chips to then have an oversupply of the chips and not be selling what they should in order to justify that cost, right? It's a big catch-22. So Yeah. So the Microsoft news, there's still more fallout from it, but
Yeah, there's still a lot going on.
yeah. Like the union stuff.
Like the union stuff. Wait, did Microsoft have union stuff?
I mean, like I was just looking at one of the articles you had, the Bethesda union.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess they are part of. Yes.
Yeah,
I think what's interesting. I have another article that I'm going to go into later on, but on like job loss for the game industry.
Mm-hmm.
The IWGB, I think it's the Independent Workers of Great Britain or something like. I can't remember what their acronym is. They have claims. They claim that over 9,000 workers have been laid off since just the beginning of 2026 across like the industry in itself.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
an insane number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, Bethesda Union, which Bethesda also experienced some significant cuts
Yeah.
across their stuff. I mean, we kind of mentioned the ZeniMax.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So apparently, the Bethesda Game Studio Union put out a post on Blue Sky stating that Bethesda's HR made them take down a little like tribute to the people who were lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in their post they said, unfortunately, HR made our office manager take this down almost immediately. They said it was because in a common area it had to be removed. We've used common areas for many things as a team, including FanWorks, but HR seems to believe that celebration of service is inappropriate. This is coming off a response in which they show the picture of the little display, which just has like frame pictures of each of the staff, which seem from the picture that I can see seems to already just kind of be on a shelf.
Yeah, it's just a little table shelf.
Yeah, right next to like their Bethesda statue and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very big. It's pretty unobtrusive.
Yeah.
But it's gotten some, pushback.
I mean, I agree with the article that you put up, the writer who was saying like it kind of has a bit of a funeral sort of vibe to it.
It does.
That's the worst that I could see about that though. And I don't even think that's that bad because it's like you're still honoring people, right? But
It kind of is. These people just lost their job. I mean, yeah, they're not dead or anything, but
yeah,
their time with the company has come to an end.
well, but I can see a thing where HR is like, that looks a little too death-like. Like, can you guys change that? Not take it down. Like, like that's pretty shitty to say. Like, just remove this tribute to your former coworkers, friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some bullshit.
I mean, I get that it kind of looks like a bleak funeral thing. I can understand that. Like, oh, maybe we don't want that look or whatever. But I guess have them like change it a little bit or something. Bring
Yeah,
that up.
no, yeah, that's all that needs to happen. Just like,
But also at the
hey,
same time, I also kind of agree with like the sentiment behind it. Like some of the people who were laid off had been there for over 27 years.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
A senior character artist who oversaw the character asset designs from every Elder Scrolls game from Morrowind to Skyrim
yeah.
during a 27-year tenure was let go.
Mm-hmm,
That
mm-hmm.
there's some sense, not death, but like a finality, like,
Yeah,
well, that's
no.
the end. That's the end of an era.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I agree. I think putting something up like that.
I think it's off to the side enough that this shouldn't be a thing. I think it's kind of gross. But it did lead the union.
Yeah.
To make a statement about
it. Yep. In other union news that I got, you hear about the unions. Who was it? It's the Communication Workers of America and Canadian offshoot, CWA Canada, have filed lawsuits against Microsoft over the whole shebang. They're not happy. Yeah.
Shaboom boom?
Something like that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, basically, let me just read a bit of this quote here. They have found that Microsoft has unlawfully fired people without giving notice to or discussing it with the union, as the employer is legally obliged to when we are in the middle of ongoing bargaining a collective agreement. What's interesting, some of the nuance that I was looking into is that that doesn't really apply to like some of the way that mass layoffs can happen. From what I was understanding, I obviously don't have access to the documents that were signed or whatnot, but it's kind of unclear right now whether there was an obligation for Microsoft to talk to the labor unions or not. That said, I think they should have done it either way. Withholding that information is pretty shitty, especially with how many people are being laid off. And I don't know. We don't really know to the extent that any like severance packages were given out. I haven't seen any information on that, so it could literally be none. And so, like, again, as much as I think that Microsoft does care about gaming, this bottom line shittiness to employees, because they're a big company, it's just it's clearly an issue here. So I'm glad that this union, they're at least trying to do something. Hopefully it is in a way that they can actually sue for. Hopefully it sounds like it's going to have to go to court one way or another, because I think it's going to depend on what Microsoft did, what were the circumstances surrounding that, and maybe, just maybe, we might actually find out like the real reasoning behind why everyone was let go. I bet you they're going to sue, or not sue, they're going to settle before it gets that far, because I'm sure they don't want anybody to know, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
What else?
I have one more union bit then.
Yeah.
this is the IWGB. They're this kind of goes in line of what you were talking about.
Mm.
But they're forming a redundancy task force to defend workers' rights. Redundancy is what was used for the Microsoft layoffs, or at least their layoff reason.
Mm-hmm.
This happens across like the industry all the time. This is what most of the layoffs have been labeled under is redundancies.
Yeah.
So the IWGB, which is currently dealing with their issues with Rockstar, these are the same guys who are dealing with the 30 Rockstar employees who were fired,
Mm-hmm.
with some clear instance of union busting.
Yeah.
Anyways, the IWGB is working on this task force, and in their words, they cite over 9,000 workers, an estimate being laid off since the beginning of 2016, and they must support and build up our fellow workers. Redundancy is complex, stressful, and isolating. So this task force will ensure that none of our members have to face redundancy alone, or unprepared, experienced union members will be on hand and ready to support any of our members whenever redundancies are announced. When employers rely on shock and awe to force through redundancies, the task force will make sure that all of our members know their rights and are ready to hold their employers accountable.
Mm-hmm.
With training, solidarity, and support, workers can stand up to bosses who use redundancy to cover up their own mismanagement and greed. Together, we can make unscrupulous employers think twice about enacting redundancies, and we can make sure that any redundancies that do happen are justifiable, lawful, and fair.
Yeah.
And this is important.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I mean, I think it
Not
goes
that
to show.
Microsoft is doing it, but how many times we hear of like a studio firing a handful of people, and it's because of a bad decision that like higher ups made, right? We talk about it all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, and that's the thing, like, I don't think anybody can be upset about there being some sort of support system for people who just get fired because of these bad decisions that these companies make. And when it's completely out of the fault of the person working, especially when they've been there for 20 plus years, I think it's something that everybody knows is a real concern. Of course, it can happen with anyone. We've seen this since the freaking beginning of industrialization. Like it's always been a thing. So like having these support systems for workers is super important. I should say former workers technically, but yeah, that's good to hear.
Yeah,
That
it
should
can
be-
be very stressful to try and like navigate all those situations.
Was this just a European thing? Because
It is, as far as I'm aware, just the great union workers. Although this type of stuff usually does lead to like more happening,
yeah,
like more companies starting up stuff.
yeah. And I think I've seen that there's been a few of the unions here stateside that are doing similar sort of things, right? I think we talked about it last week, right?
I think so.
Or was that European also? I can't remember.
Oh, it wasn't last week. But
Yeah, the week before. Last time we discussed.
Previously on.
Yeah. Yeah. think that's all I really got when it comes to the Microsoft stuff and the fallout there. It's going to be an ongoing thing. So, we'll see. You still have any other older news?
I have older news, but I am done with union stuff.
Okay.
Unless you got anything with union stuff.
No, I got nothing else there. I mean, there's tons of news about it. There's tons of articles. There's a lot of nuance to it. You can read to your heart's content out there, and I tried, but there's a lot. It's a huge thing.
It is big. Let's see. I do have other stuff though. I do have other things. We have a lawsuit that got settled. Former Destiny 2 and Marathon directors settled a $200 million lawsuit against Sony and Bungie. I think we talked about this lawsuit before.
I think so. Happening. This sounds familiar. Then again, there's so many of them out there now.
Now, he was Christopher Barrett settled his lawsuit against Sony and Bungie. Obviously, the terms of the settlement were not disclosed. Barrett implied a favorable outcome, said he's very satisfied.
Oh, right. I remember this one.
Yeah, this came out of him being fired in 2024
after
following complaints of inappropriate behavior with women on the studio. However, Barrett alleged that the real reason for his dismissal was a desire to avoid paying him more than $45 million under the term of his employment agreement, and shift blame for and deflect attention from their massive business failures. He alleged that they colluded with a premeditated scheme to terminate Barrett, avoid paying him the tens of millions of dollars he was owed, and make him a scapegoat for defendants' business failures and reputational issues.
This is kind of an interesting case here because he doesn't seem, from what I read, it doesn't seem like he's arguing that he even didn't do any of this stuff. Right? He's just saying that there was other things that these companies were doing that they tried to pin on him because they were going to fire him anyways because he did these things, which is like battle of the scum, right?
Right. I mean, it appeared that they were going to fight initially because they had given examples of communications between Barrett and female subordinates, which revealed his pattern of misconduct, and alleged drunken calls, requests for sexually charged games of Truth or Dare, which, are you a child? Okay. However, Barrett's lawyer said that Sony misrepresented the nature and the interactions by cherry-picking text messages and alleged conversations. I don't know about,
well, the thing is that,
I don't know how you can cherry-pick
right?
requests for sexually charged Truth or Dare games. I don't understand that.
It's,
Well, they didn't talk about all the wholesome Truth or Dare games. They only picked the ones that were sexually charged.
Exactly.
I would have a sexually charged game of Truth or Dare every so often.
I mean, it's so weird because what do they want?
I'm stuck. Oh, step bro.
What are you doing, Truth or Dare?
Anyways, it does look like he a settlement came through.
Mm-hmm. The
This
thing
is just
is
a couple
that,
weeks
like,
after Bungie laid off most of the Destiny development team.
yeah. I mean,
But
and here's the thing, like, legally, he could be right, you know? I mean, like, yeah, sure, he might be scum. Unfortunately,
we could just assume that by his his position.
I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I will say, like, if it doesn't lead credence well to Sony and Bungie that, like, clearly the court decided that this company was after him in some way, shape, or form. Which
seemingly before these allegations came up.
Yeah, which really shittily means that if now there is something that, you know, comes to light, or that somebody is claiming that is true, it's going to be looked at in a not great light, because there's evidence here that that he was in the right, you know. It's really shitty that Sony is doing this because they wanted to get out of paying some money to him.
Yeah, it also, and in turn, like, if any of these, and I'll tend to side with the female subordinates who are claiming this stuff, but it tends to, like, minimize
exactly
their experience, right? If Sony's using it to get away with this, it kind of, like, shits in the face of those girls who probably, is honest, probably did have some very uncomfortable conversations with this guy, it seems.
Yeah, exactly. And so, and maybe, you know, like, maybe they did have uncomfortable conversations and it was a thing that HR needed to be aware of. And maybe he didn't have that intent. Maybe he's just, you know how you have conversations with some people who, like, they're clearly not racist, but they're still, like, they're older people who are still saying things where you're like, what? Because
you can't say that.
Yeah, and they don't understand why you can't say that because they've said it their whole life, right? And so, like, it could be one of those situations. I think it's like, I'm not saying that they're not at fault. Like, you kind of need to try to live in society and figure out the social constructs as you go on with your life. But it's one of those things where I think you can understand at least that, yeah, they weren't trying to be that way, even if they came off that way. And we don't know. We just don't know because we don't have enough of that evidence, right? And again, if something bigger comes out of this, it's probably going to be shut down immediately because of what Sony and Bungie have done, which is just shitty.
Well, it kind of, like, surpasses it. Like, it seems like he should have gotten fired for legitimate means.
Yeah, right?
And they probably had something that he wouldn't have been able to sue, but with their past of trying to get him out before that, like I said, it just kind of makes those, like, those other cases, like, those very plausible.
Yeah, like you said, they're going to be minimized.
Forms of harassment. They get
yeah.
They get.
Yep. I guess we'll see, but I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, it doesn't sound like I'm happy that you got this much money from Sony and Bungie, but I guess I'm also happy that Sony and Bungie don't have this money. I don't know anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very disappointing.
Yeah. Oh, hey, here's something I got from Nintendo Life. Nintendo is reportedly considering a Switch 2 OLED model. People have been putting down the Switch 2 for not having an OLED screen. I think it
seems
looks
kind of weird.
I-
I think I mean, I get that they were trying to make it like cheaper, right? Like that was the whole
yeah.
idea, was keep it on a cheaper end.
Well, I also think that like the upgrade in quality from the Switch 1 to the Switch 2 screen is big enough that like the OLED screen doesn't bother me because I'm getting a much clearer screen. Right. So but I understand that people want that OLED screen, like the darks, the brights. I get that people really like that sort of HDR sort of visual aspect to it. But I also don't think it's like I guess I shouldn't say that. It is pretty noticeable. But I think the visual upgrade from the Switch,
It's a pretty
Switch
big
1 to Switch
difference,
2.
but
Yeah.
also it kind of makes sense when they wanted to try and keep like, the price down.
Well, it looks like it's only going to cost about $50 more for an OLED model to be created, like a consumer end. That's how much that it would be. And I think that Nintendo might be looking at this as like a little bump to revitalize Switch sales. I don't know if they're doing bad. I doubt that they're doing bad, but they might be dipping a little. So in a way to kind of give a more premium experience, $50 isn't that bad, honestly. So see what happens, but I think it could be a good way to get a little bump. I might even consider buying it, depending on how well it actually does look. Because last time they did use a really good OLED screen. I mean, it looked really good.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I think it could be worth it. I'm more interested in if they're going to be bringing the replaceable battery to this new model. I think that would be pretty cool. But I don't know. I guess we'll find out eventually. But yeah.
Let's see. I got some other stuff,
Yeah.
I think.
What else you got? Show me what you got. What you really got.
I guess this kind of follows along with union stuff a little bit. Bethesda modders have been showing solidarity with those fired and with one BGS, which is the union, which they posted on the 15th. They did a little protest and they ran a bunch of banners and stuff throughout ESO and Skyrim and stuff of the like union logo.
Yeah.
Let's see, who was this? Well-established Skyrim modder, Emmy Jankari. If you've ever modded Skyrim, chances are you've played one of hers. She made a statement and had a little. She had done a little thing that says, "We are the best allies to game devs. We give our money to those companies, and they're afraid of what we can do. If we concentrate our efforts, we can make a big angry sound."
Mm-hmm.
Which doesn't seem like much, but it does make a difference. I've had the privilege of working for years with some of the folks who got laid off this week, and my heart aches for them. I have been seething all week. Every dev at BSG, BSW, and ZOS, ZeniMax Online, I've ever met has been kind, talented, and passionate about their work. They do not deserve to be this expendable.
Yeah.
And the love for their work and the love for their modders. And I think we shouldn't leave them alone with this. They are some of the finest folks on this planet. She also suggested a few other actions that that folks can take in the mods description, as well as listing the laid off ZeniMax and Bethesda staff. But yeah, big time modders supporting their thing. They did have a little video
cool.
on YouTube.
Oh, that's really cool of them. Oh, okay. The support the game devs take action Thursday. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Well, it was the modder had a little
okay,
supporting CWA. I'll put up a little link that we can share directly to the YouTube video.
Okay, cool.
If you're curious of what they have to say.
Okay, cool. Yeah, for sure.
But it is cool that they got to make a loud noise. And that stuff matters. It might not be much, but it does make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
At least morally.
Yeah.
Or at least, supportively.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Next up, I got some CEO from the GameStop talking about physical games.
I'm sure he knows exactly what they're talking about.
Well, a lot of people seem to be laughing at him for this, but I think from what we're seeing in the data, he's actually not wrong. When asked about how Sony discontinuing physical copies being produced, and how that would affect GameStop, he said it doesn't matter at all. And I think
part of that makes sense. They've been dealing with digital for so long now. They've had to have a plan, right?
Yeah, well, they've pivoted their company to selling like what's it called? Just like crap. All the little fun toys and things that should let you, the knickknacks of the gaming world.
The collectibles.
Yeah. That's what GameStop makes their money off of now. They have for probably the last few years. When they were in trouble, I think they were struggling to figure out what to pivot to, but they found it.
Well, now they're pivoting back to like retro games, right?
I think they were doing that back then too. But it's just such a small amount.
Well, I think in this like last year they made like a big old thing. They're opening like GameStop retros.
Oh, that's right. I vaguely remember that.
Remember?
Yeah,
they'll be bringing back selling like the NES and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing so well with that. And what he's saying, it sounds like that's the deal here. Pokemon cards made up about 41.8% of the company's total revenue. So yeah, hardware and accessories making up nearly 40%. So it's really not. I mean, it's still a big thing, but it's not the end all be all. I think this goes back to what Sony was saying. Like, as much as there's people who hate that Sony has decided to go this route, it sounds like bottom line for them, it's not that big of a deal. They don't really care what the opinion is. They're probably, like I said before, they're not making as much money off of it as they could be. Not necessarily that they're losing money, but again, I think the way they're treating the customer, though, is really the issue at play here. For GameStop, there's nothing that they can do about it, you know? And so with the way that they've already shifted their company, they're going to be fine. Yeah, they
I think it's kind of an expected response. It's actually not too surprising, nor all that
no.
Like I said, they've been dealing with digital gaming storefronts for a while now.
Yeah.
And have had to come to terms with that for a while. Well, I mean, Xbox One was going to be only digital.
Right.
Right. There was a whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think that I don't think it's surprising to us. Clearly, the way that people have been responding online is kind of like he doesn't know what he's talking about. But I think again, this just puts that emphasis on the fact that all of these people who I think that are saying yes, they really want to keep these physical games around, but they don't buy the physical games anymore. Goes to show that this is more of a nostalgia thing, I think, for most people than it is an actual issue. Because I think there's that picking up a game was a thing, you know, that was you went to the store, you looked around, you probably had the game that you really wanted in hand while you looked at a bunch of other games for at least 20 minutes, right?
I used to make a thing out of it.
Yeah.
It was like a payday sort of type thing. And I remember back when we started this whole thing, I was doing those little games you could get on a budget at GameStop.
Yeah, right.
And all of that was buying a used game. You know, is this game worth the $5 that is used? But that used to be the only way I could afford games was a used game market.
Right.
That was until I built a PC and realized how much money you could save on games through that.
Yeah. After the upfront cost of the PC.
After the upfront cost of buying
especially
a PC.
Today.
Oh, yeah.
No, now it's going to take you a while to earn back that money. I tell you, when I built my PC, it was in no time flat did I make my money back.
Yeah.
Games wise, at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, that used games market used to be my thing, man. I remember getting a copy of Xenoblade or Xenogears for the PlayStation, original PlayStation, which I got for $7, and that game used was running $35-$40, but someone had it mislabeled.
Nice.
Price wise. And I picked it up for $7. It was one of the greatest experiences of my life.
Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just so different. People are tied to that memory of what it used to mean to buy a game. It's just not done that way. I think the convenience of even for consoles, just pick it up on the store. It's hard for me to speak to that because I've been in the digital world since I was in high school. You know, most of my music has been digital. I've had games on PC since then. I was fully invested into that for a while. So it's something that hasn't impacted me the same way, but I feel the sentiment from people, there's a reason why there's this feeling that people have about physical games versus the reality of, they're not actually selling. I just wish that Sony would say, we'll continue doing the physical games, but we're going to work with companies to do it on a pre-order only basis. You're going to get charged a little bit more, but it's also going to drop the price in our games overall. You know, we'll be able to pass that savings on, but of course they're not doing that. So
they were supposed to do that with the original digital stuff, but that never happened.
Yeah.
Instead, they kept games at like the same price, and now they're whining about. Now they're using that as an excuse to bring the prices up higher. Oh, they haven't changed in so long.
Well, I think part of that issue too is that these companies grew like crazy. You know, they went from a staff of 50 being able to make a game to now there's 300 plus people on a game. Fucking movie sized staff to get a game done, where they have to work on it for 5+ years.
I do feel like they're bloating their budgets a little bit sometimes, especially in like AAA markets.
Oh yeah,
like sometimes it's like no one's asking for this.
I mean, I get like they want to do that. They want to be like, yeah, let's make the biggest, best thing that we can. Like, I understand the want for that, but I don't know. You guys need to figure out like how big is the need. Because again, I think you're right. Who's really asking for that? I'm sure there are some people, but it's probably the minority. I think most people don't care about graphics as much as these studios think they do. I mean, I know some people who are like, the graphics have to be the best, or I won't touch it at all. You know, I know way more people who are like, I don't really care what the graphics look like as long as the game's fun. Yeah, same here. I know more people who are like that. But I definitely know people who have been like, oh, I don't like that game because the graphics are bad. I'm like, what? Who cares about the graphics in that game? They're not even that bad, and the game is really fun, but you're just going to discount it? Okay.
There's games that I've played that's like, oof, these graphics are rough.
Oh, yeah, no. But some of those games still been like, hey, I'm still down for this. Like, it's fun.
I'll talk about one of them later.
RimWorld looks like butt. That game's amazing. I love that game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Its art design has a lot of charm
into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's kind of the thing, right? Like, you gotta have the right sort of charm and feel to kind of make them excusable. But yeah, I mean, there's so many fun games. I don't discount them just based on how they look. I don't think I ever have, because I mean, I used to play tons of freeware games back in the day, you know, when I was really little.
Or you would have never played what's that game? Faster Than Light, FTL.
Oh, right. I think that's actually, I like the graphics in that game. I like the animations and whatnot.
I know you do, but that's in the same vein as like, I think RimWorld has its charming graphical state. It's not good graphics though. That doesn't change the fact.
I mean, I'd argue that the animations and whatnot, they're not too bad for FTL. I've seen worse for sure. I've seen janky shit, you know. At least in FTL, the animations are smooth. They're not
judgmental.
It sounds like you're being judgmental.
All judgy and shit.
You're the one doing that. Don't say it's me.
Stop judging stuff so much.
Judgerson. Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Well, I got two things that are pretty well just tied together.
Yeah. I still have one more.
Kind of involved. Oh, okay.
But I mean, that's it for that one.
My last two things are kind of tied together, as in game companies having to make announcements and or change their plans following community backlash. One is EA, and the other is, you know, our favorite game devs, a game company, Ubisoft.
What's up with EA?
So EA is removing paid progression options because finally people in the sports games community are getting fed up.
Oh, wow.
So college football 27 is rolling back paid progression options following community backlash.
Holy cow.
Uh,
I didn't know when this day would come. It
I
seemed
thought
crazy.
too.
It seems crazy that people have been like so silent on it for so long. Like I know there's like the outliers or whatnot, but making enough noise for, you know, the developers to say, well, maybe we shouldn't do that. That means it must be swelling, right?
yeah, so college football video games immediately came under fire when it launched in early access with apparently launched on early access, and it all stemmed from the removal of a feature for the Road to Glory and Dynasty modes in favor of microtransactions. This ranged from $9 to $150.
Holy Jesus.
In the offline version of these modes allowed players to customize their experience by using settings to boost XP gain. In College 2027, EA gutted those settings, replacing them with options to spend real world money to increase things like players' coach level.
Wow.
So true pay to win mechanics that they always try to introduce first into sports games does seem to have cut a lot of fucking flack back, a lot of pushback.
Oh man.
Apparently
Just get away
big
with more in them sport games.
Yeah.
a big online creators spoke up about it. One of the biggest being I've never heard of him, but Bordeaux. He says it makes me sick that you spent years building up a community trust, saying that this was our game and this is for us. Nobody, not a single person out here was like, I would make our game better. And what would make me want to play college football? Oh, I know, being able to buy coach levels and being able to buy upgrades for my players. That is now way too slow to upgrade.
Well,
anyways,
and that sounds like less like what I would call pay to win and more like just pay to pet play, you know?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think a lot of games are like, probably especially in the mobile world, where they're slowing down the progress that you can do without paying, just so it makes it more incentivizing to want to pay, which I think is scummy as fuck.
Yeah. So they announced after all this backlash came out that all the paid progression options will be removed.
Good.
In their statement, happy college football 27 launch week. Thank you for your continued passion and for your incredible response to college football 27. We love this game and this sport. College football is and always will be the sight, sound, and pageantry tradition and atmosphere of Saturday. In college football 27, we aspire to deliver the deepest experience to date with all new dynasty blueprints, new positions, and road to glory, and the best college football gameplay yet. However, your feedback on the road to glory and dynasty is that we've missed the mark with the introduction of paid progression options. This was added independent of a deeper mode progression with the aim to give players more choice. But what you've said is that they're not adding the value we intended. Tomorrow morning, we will remove all paid progression options from the Road of Glory and Online Dynasty. And a fortunate side effect of removing paid progression is that players that have college point balance in their wallet will not be able to apply the balance to Road of Glory and Dynasty. So jump in between now and then and apply your points. Our goal for live service plans for college football 28 and beyond will be to deliver valuable features and content with greater transparency and communications. We are moving fast to respond to your feedback. In game. So stay tuned for follow-up communications next week, where we'll talk you through more design details and share our goals for College Football 27. We love this game. We love this community. We love college football. College Football 27 is our third and best college football ever, and we can't wait to see you on the field. The content creator Bordeaux did thank them for rolling back progression. But this is just a good story to point out how your voice does matter when it comes to negative things in your games. These sports games are always get infested with so much microtransactions, and they were like the forefront of a lot of what we saw make it into full-priced games that still want all your money. So it's nice to see even that community is like, no, guys, what the fuck?
Right. Yeah.
Also in the same week, you had Ubisoft released Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Apparently, reviews are coming in fairly positive, I want to say.
People seem to be loving it. I mean, I think it's
people have some positive words, and then there's some very frustrating things that they've all pointed to.
Oh, yeah.
One of the big ones being is that now there's like store options and a store being force-fed down your throat.
Yep.
Which is one of the new things. This led to a lot of backlash, and EA kind of responded to that as well.
Weren't these mostly or all cosmetic, or no?
All of it's cosmetic, yeah.
Okay.
But people are still irritated because they've added new stuff, like new places, right? But usually this stuff was like, it's the same thing that I've talked about. This stuff used to be rewards for quests.
Yeah.
Now it's not. Now you just buy it. Now we just want your money for it. You can no longer have the cool experience of finding something neat in your game. No, now they want you to pay for it. It's like if Final Fantasy put all of the Ultima weapons behind a paywall. You know,
give them ideas.
It's not ideas that haven't already kicked around. Okay,
that's true.
Probably more than kicked around. It's been on the board, circled for 10 years now, and we need them to pay for this. They're trying to figure out how to get us to that.
So true.
If Final Fantasy was in Ubisoft's hands, it would already be.
Very probably.
I'd say, let me find their statement. They made a statement basically being like, "Oh, it's just cosmetic."
I mean, I think that's how most people will probably take it. That's why I mean, I haven't really looked into it because I don't really care too much. But I think a lot of people say, okay, this is nothing I need. And I think it does get, for in most gamers' eyes, it gets a pass because it's like, oh, okay, I don't need this to play or beat the game. But you're right. These used to be things that you would get for doing something cool in the game, something unusual.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate.
So their response is that we've seen your feedback since launch. and we're reading all of it. Thank you for caring so much about Black Flag Resynced, and we want to be clear on one point. The standard edition is the full, complete experience. Every mission, every island, the full story, and the complete world are all there, with nothing held back. The additional packs are entirely optional extras for players who want them. Never a requirement to enjoy or complete the game. We'll keep listening as you play. This is bullshit. This is flavor dressing. I'm sorry, you did keep stuff back. You did hold stuff back, with nothing held back, except for everything that you are wanting to charge money for. Like I said, you could have added that stuff as cool things for mission completes and stuff. But no, instead, we want to make you pay for them. It frustrates me when this game, also their pricing on this game alone, I don't know how more people weren't freaking out about it. This game released at like full price, $70.
Mm-hmm.
So a fucking remake of a game for $70. And you're adding in all these like $10 DLC packs, which is quite a bit of them, and almost enough there to double the price of the game if you really wanted to get everything.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
I think a lot of people were kind of bowing out of the Assassin's Creed front when Black Flag released initially. But a lot of people really enjoyed it. And so I think the people who did enjoy it were probably got hyped, probably helped to raise awareness of the game. And I think from what I've heard, it's one of the best Assassin's Creed because it's different, right?
Well, yeah, it was the last good one I liked.
Yeah, and I think for a lot of
because it added that like ship combat.
Yeah,
stuff.
Exactly. And I think for a lot of people who experienced that, they knew that, okay, if Ubisoft can just put some time into this, it's going to be a lot better because, I mean, it didn't sound like... I remember people saying, like, it could have been more polished. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but...
Well, there's some features, too, that people have been complaining about. There's one specific feature that did not make it through. Like it's is in the original but not in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Which is in the original, you could pick up like your opponent's weapons that they dropped and use them for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently that's completely gone.
Interesting.
And so there's a whole bunch of people who are kind of frustrated about that. I mean, overall the game's received fairly good reviews, like I said. Most people are like liking it except for these small little features.
Mm-hmm.
The shop, this other stuff, but they are saying it's like a good remake.
Yeah. Well, and I think that overall, I'm just saying, I think that's where the hype for it came and why people were more willing to plop down a larger amount of money on it. Possibly, I don't know, but it's an interesting case because it's things like this that happen that only encourage Ubisoft. So
I just think it's utterly ridiculous to charge $70 for a remake game in itself. I think that is utterly ridiculous.
I don't think it's ridiculous. I think it really depends on the amount of time that they put into it, what the experience is like. Because I mean, I think if a remake is really good and it impresses, and it not just ticks all the boxes, but gives you a reason to be happy, which it sounds like a lot of people are, then it can be worth it. I think it's really. So. I think it's really dependent on the experience that you get from it.
I would say so, but then we have like Capcom, who releases all their remakes for like $40.
Yeah, but a lot of their remakes, you know, I mean, outside of the
Go ahead and
Resident
tell me
Evil
that
universe,
2 isn't like an almost completely new game that they still charge $40 for.
I'm saying outside of the Resident Evil universe,
Outside of that, they're not doing many remakes.
That's true, but still, I don't think until that happened that it was really a thing that they were completely redesigning from the ground up. And let's just face it. I mean, it's I'm not saying that you couldn't charge less. I'm saying that I think if it feels like it's worth $70, then I'm okay if you want to charge that, because if it's not worth it, then people aren't going to buy it. You know, I think that the thing is with Capcom and the Resident Evil remakes, like, they've been more than worth it. So it's almost like an immediate, like, yes, I'll buy it for sure. You know, I'm going to have a lot more confidence in any remake that they make from here on out.
I didn't put it in news, but a prominent leaker who's had some successful leaks has stated that Dino Crisis has been being worked on for the last couple of years.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Not really a news bit, but mostly because I don't bring up just
random rumors,
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Even when they're a fairly reliable one.
But yeah, I mean, when it comes to the Assassin's Creed verse, I mean, I don't know. I just couldn't get into the games to begin with. I've tried multiple times, and I'm just not a fan.
Honestly, I got frustrated at the first one when I went ahead and like 100%ed it and got like nothing for it. Like, you had to go find all those flags in the first one. And mind you, this was before even like the trophy thing for PlayStation games. So this was well before that. And I got not even a trophy for finding all those stupid flags. But I thought for sure I would get something in game, but not a damn thing. And I was like, okay. So from then on, I never like worried too hard about finding or completing everything in an Assassin's Creed game. And then 3 was the last one I really played, and I thought that one was, or 4, I guess Black Flag was the last one I really played in full. And I thought that one had something fun for it, and that was just because of the unique ship battles.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not enough for me to buy again, plus it's Ubisoft, and I kind of just refuse to give Ubisoft my money anymore.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, the last little bit that I got is Epic Games now using AI voices for Fortnite characters. This is boiling down to kind of like the creative island mode.
Someone quick, give Tim Sweeney the scarlet letter of AI.
I think this is at least a respectful way of doing it. They made agreements with the actors. We don't know what those agreements are. So maybe that's the scummy part. But the idea here is you'll be able to make your own islands, have your characters or NPCs on this island of your creation, and you'll be able to make your own dialogue that will then be spoken. So it's kind of interesting for
it's an interesting concept.
Yeah, for endgame players to make. I mean, this would have been pretty cool back in the day, you know, like how many times did I mess around with level editors? And you know, like voice inside of a game was a rare thing back then.
It definitely adds something for like that, like you're saying, like level creation or mode creation and all that, right? Like I think stuff like that for AI is like would be super cool. And when it comes to that, we just need to figure out how to respectfully pay everybody involved.
Yeah,
and come up with that, right?
I mean, we don't know the agreements here, and this is one of those things where I think, you know, it's going to be unions and guilds and stuff like that that are really going to have to shape the way that voice actors get paid for these things. Hopefully it is fair. I'm not saying that it is currently, but hopefully at least it's trending
already
that
a lot
way.
of push in it. You
There
see
is.
it in like SAG has made big statements
Mhm.
and big pushes.
Yeah, I just don't want to, assume that these people are getting paid what it's worth, because I think even with SAG and
fair.
whatnot,
It's
there's a lot of times
fair
they're
to
not.
assume that they're not. Yeah. It's completely fair to assume that they are not getting paid what it's worth.
But hopefully it's at least trending that way. And I think that in the very least, the way that this has been gone about is A, kind of the right use of AI, and B, the right way to go about getting performers to get compensated in an appropriate way. So, interesting stuff. But yeah, that's it for me for news.
Sweet. Games then?
Yeah, let's go into our weeks, plural. Who wants to go first?
I went first last time.
Did you?
Christian went first last time. I don't know. I don't know enough about who went first last time to.
I'm gonna start keeping track of this because I'm tired of you guys' lies.
Maybe.
Well then,
Although someone else do go first because I'll be right back.
okay. Coffee, you want to start?
Yeah, I can go first. I didn't do like too much. I'm playing. I've been playing the PAL World, the 1.0. Just took a week off from playing it. Or I think a little more than a week, like 10, 12 days before it launched.
Yeah.
Stopped playing. You could be amped about it. It's really good. Really fun. They added a lot.
Yeah, I heard it's a crazy amount.
Yeah, a lot of new pals, new areas.
Does it feel overwhelming or?
No, I mean, having already played I know the basics already.
Yeah.
So, I probably would have if I didn't know, like, the fundamentals already.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it'd be like any survival game, you gotta kind of want to. Although, I don't know, they paced out the game a little bit better than it was before. There seems to be an actual, like, storyline.
Oh, okay.
So, they're doing a little bit better job of that. Just like having a good pacing on it.
Is the story some researcher offers you 3 pals of your choosing to go forth and?
Well, here's the thing about the story. I haven't been paying attention to it.
That's fair.
Funny thing about that. I don't actually care that much.
Right.
I'm sure there's something about the island or something. I don't know. I do not know.
You just auto skip all that.
I do, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty trained in my brain to do that anyway, because I don't really care that much about storylines in games like this.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem to be much of a story. I don't think I'm missing much.
Yeah. Looks and sounds great though.
Yeah, the graphics are really good. Runs really well on my admittedly older PC now.
Mm-hmm.
Runs really well. Good, a good solid performance. I haven't really had any crashes on it, even when I was playing early access.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, overall been a pretty solid experience with it.
Good.
Yeah, mostly just been playing Power World. So I play some Dark Tide. Been playing a little Dark Tide. Nothing too crazy on there. I was just watching a bunch of stuff.
We need to play some Dark Tide together too.
Yeah, we should play Dark Tide together. Agreed. I got the other DLC classes. I haven't tried them out or anything yet. I just
You could join
Yeah.
us, Frankie,
Yeah.
They had a good sale on them.
through Game Pass, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the Game Pass still. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I would be into getting into some more Dark Tide. That's always fun game. But watched some stuff. Watched the Back Rooms. I like that. I like that movie quite a bit. It wasn't as good as Obsession, but
It's going to be hard to beat.
it was good. I think it did some things better than Obsession. I thought it was better. It definitely had a better budget, but I thought it was. But the cinematography was quite a bit better on Backrooms. It's a better looking movie. Obsession, you can tell this is kind of a. I mean, it's competent. No criticisms on Obsession on that. It's not poorly shot, but
Yeah.
it's competently shot. It's not like well shot. But Backrooms, I was multiple times watching that movie. I was just like stunned by how well they'd shot some of the scenes. So high praise for the cinematography. I didn't like the movie as much as Obsession, as far as the like recent horror movies that have been blowing up. But I still quite liked it. I thought they did something interesting with it. Kind of reminded me of like that Exit 8 movie I watched a few weeks ago. Where they're just kind of like taking that concept and inserting a movie length plot and themes to explore. Bit slow, a little bit slow on the Backrooms. It's not a A24 likes their slow burns.
Yeah.
They like their 2-hour think pieces. That's fine. Probably could have used a little bit more gas, but it's fine. It's okay to be a slower, more somber movie. Yeah, Backrooms was pretty good. Been watching new Rick and Morty. That's been fun. Just solid stuff from that. No notes there. Been just enjoyable. Classic Rick and Morty adventures.
How far through is the season?
It's almost done.
Yeah.
So they do like 10 episode seasons, right?
I think so. That's what was before, I think.
They've had a few different numbered ones, but yes, typically.
Ever since they got that 100 episode contract, I think they locked in their season lengths.
Yeah, I need to check this out.
It's been pretty good. It's been like back to like form.
And what else? Oh, X-Men 97. It's been badass. That's just awesome.
God, I need to watch that so bad.
You really do.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, the first. I mean, I thought you yapped about it last week too, but first or no, I think I was just yapping about it with Frankie last week or something. Anyway, the Apocalypse story arc at the beginning was really good.
Oh, is that what they're doing? Apocalypse?
Yeah.
Well, they did. That was the first 4 episodes. Was a whole big Apocalypse arc.
Okay.
They just wrapped that up, and then they did Weapon X, or how Wolvie got his groove back.
Oh, we're still kind of in the middle of that part.
Sorta. I think they pretty much wrapped that one up, though.
I think that's the title.
It was just kind of a one. It was just kind of a one and done thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know what we got going on next for the X-Men. I guess we'll see. But Wolverine got his groove back. Not to worry.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good.
I was worried about him.
Yeah. I mean,
Bub.
I feel like everyone worries about him. He's a little unhinged.
Little?
I'm trying to be nice.
Why, he's not here.
He's always here.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Yes.
He's actually right in front of you.
He just has a hat on. That's why you didn't recognize him.
That is his typical disguise.
It's true.
That is his disguise of choice most of the time.
Oh, we watched Sinners. I hadn't seen Sinners yet.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet either.
Sinners,
how was it?
Watch that. That was good. That
was really good.
Really good. Yeah,
I quite enjoyed that.
That was a good one. It was a fun one. I liked it. I liked it as well.
Noted.
Yeah, Sinners was pretty enjoyable. Good vampire story.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's about it. I don't think I didn't really get up to too much screwing around with magic cards.
Yeah.
But that's not what this podcast is about. I could go on.
You guys could have a whole different magic podcast. Yeah.
I have thought about trying to record our games.
I could yap about magic for like an hour or more with people.
Yep.
I do it when we play games.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, just been screwing around with some of my magic decks and
okay. Not too
that's
bad.
about it. I haven't played too many video games, but
yeah,
just
watch
some cool stuff though.
Yeah. You want to go next, Two Littles, or you want me to go?
Well, he went first last week.
That's true. He should go last. You're right. All right. What do I got?
Two Littles, two last.
I haven't played a whole lot of games either, unfortunately. Last week was pretty crazy with my on-call schedule. But let's see. Yeah, I think really just Rivals here and there. I haven't picked up Resident Evil. Didn't pick up my Switch, so I haven't gotten any more of Rhythm Heaven, which is really sad. Because it is a really fun game. I am really enjoying it. Yeah, I haven't played anything. But let's see. I have started up the next book in the Vampire Chronicles from Anne Rice, The Tale of the Body Thief. I actually really like it so far. Maybe like a third of the way in. And I think kind of the philosophy of the characters, the way that it's changed, and finding out more about David, and his experiences and actually his views on religion, it's super interesting. And the way that they're kind of tackling the body thief, I think it's pretty cool so far. I thought there was going to be kind of a bit of a plot hole, but it seems to have been neatly tied up so far. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good story. I'm really interested. And I'm really excited to get to the later books, because I have watched more of the Vampire Lestat. There's only one more episode left for the season. Christian, you really need to watch this if you haven't checked any of it out yet. Performances are so good. The beginning of the season was kind of felt very satirical in a lot of ways. But like the last episode, the raw emotion that ends up coming out of it, like I think it hits home with probably how everyone has ever felt. There's some bits to it that are just like, dang, okay. Yeah, that's a situation. And it's just so well done by the actors. They're so good. But from what I've heard is that they are taking some things from the later series of books, so I can't wait to dive in and find out what they're including from the other books further in. I think I already know one book that's going to be heavily involved. I won't spoil it for anyone yet, but yeah. I'm really interested in how they're weaving that in, because they're doing there's a lot of content about Lestat before the concert. That stuff doesn't really happen in the books. There's very little that happens before the concert. So we'll see. One more episode. We'll see how it ends. There's a bit of a surprise at the end of the penultimate episode. So I'm wondering how they're going to address that. I think I know, but we'll have to see, because they've changed so much about the story in pretty good ways, I think. So yeah, we'll see what happens. What else? Oh, we're getting through more of The Boys. We're done. We finished season 2, so we're on season 3 now. And I feel like it's picking up a bit. I feel like there's more direction since the beginning of season 3, maybe the end of season 2. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start enjoying it a little bit more, but we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But yeah, I like where it's going so far. This season. Trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it, honestly.
What season are you in?
Season 3.
Okay.
It's after Stormfront gets found out and put into the hospital.
Found out. Her costume has a Nazi eagle on it.
Just say eagle.
Yeah.
Nope.
People don't know what that is. People are unaware.
People don't know what that is. That's what's scary.
I thought she was the hero of the story. I haven't seen. I'm about where Frankie is. A little behind where he is on the
You
show.
are not. I watched all of it with you.
I haven't seen all of it. I never watched the little animated thing they did.
Oh my god!
I never watched that. I even tried with Gen V. They gave up on Gen V before I did.
Yeah,
Amazon gave up on Gen V.
I heard that's not a thing to watch.
Yeah, it's not really worth your time.
Yeah.
The first season was really good, but it suffered from, stuff that they also couldn't control. To be fair,
I mean, I think
one of their lead actors
probably
died.
could have recovered a little bit better, though.
But yeah, they didn't recover great from it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I mean, it does. Yeah, that was outside of their control, but
it really does feel like that was
a great job.
A big cause of a lot of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But yeah, I think that's it. That's all that I got. Two Littles, take it away.
Yeah, I've played things. Still playing the first Dead Island game. I'm pretty close, I think. I never beat it, so I don't know exactly how close I am, but I feel like I'm over halfway through the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah. For sure. Is that it?
No, sorry. Being chased by a giant centipede right now. Yeah, I'm playing currently Apocalypse Train.
IRL, not in game.
No, in real life.
It's rough out here.
Right.
Centipedes, man, you can't trust them.
Sorry, as you were saying.
What was it? Yeah, Apocalypse Train. This game's been pretty fun. A little like train roguelike,
Mm-hmm.
and I am losing my ass off right now. It's pretty fun. You gotta like manage all these different spots and keep fixing up your train and make it through. You got a little health bar. You pick up resources along your way. You gotta like switch tracks and make sure your train keeps running. There's like a storm you need to like keep out running because it'll drain you of life.
Oh. It seems very FTL.
It feels like FTL, but without like the turn base in between.
Well, FTL isn't turn-based.
I guess that's true.
Oh, you just play it turn-based because you pause all the time? Because that's what I do.
That's mostly it, yeah. I feel like it. I always feel like it's turn-based because that's just how I play the game.
Sometimes I just need some time to think, okay? When everything's on fire. And they're boarding the ship.
That's exactly what I feel like right now. I'm fighting this. I've got the storm rolling in. Oh my god! What a treat! And we're about to crash again.
Again.
No biggie. No biggie. Yeah, it's been quite a interesting game. I picked it up last night after watching Splattercat on YouTube play it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just died.
Ooh-wee.
Okay. Yeah, this game's been quite something. It has a number of trains you can unlock, which is pretty cool. It has a little like central hub to do all your like metagame progression.
Mm-hmm.
But you got like different trains to unlock, much like FTL. It feels like a very fast-paced FTL.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Dead Island, that's been fun. What else did I play? We played some more Mina on stream. That was cool. I like how I fought two bosses on stream, beat both of them first try, but all my deaths came in between trying to get to those bosses where I just kept dying.
Yep.
That game is brutal.
Yeah.
Although we made some pretty good progression, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We got one of the dungeons done,
Mm-hmm.
and are making our way towards another one.
Mm-hmm. Got some upgrades.
Yeah, we beat that. We beat our rival.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That was cool. Let's see. Yeah, we watched The Back Rooms. It was okay. It was a little strange for strange sake sometimes, but
Mm-hmm.
overall it was a good movie and definitely well shot. Definitely has like all of the scenes, even the ones outside of the back rooms, all feel like liminal
Mm-hmm.
spacing. So they did a really good job with it. See what else? What else did we watch? X-Men. You need to watch X-Men. Holy cow!
Yeah.
And especially, I think they've really shown like how powerful the mutants are.
Oh really? That's cool.
Like from like Storm doing crazy powerful shit, realizing she can do that, to Magneto showing like what he's fully capable of. Just really, really good stuff. I guess that's about. Oh yeah, Rick and Morty. Fuck, man, I am boring.
No.
I said boring.
Oh, then yes. Sorry, I vegged out when you were talking. I thought you said something else.
I love you guys.
No, I was working on contemplating a new magic deck
Mm-hmm.
and working towards that.
Yeah.
It's been fun. I'm going to do a Dr. Robotnik
Ooh.
as my commander.
Mm-hmm.
It will be the Dr. Robotnik bank robbery getaway chase.
Nice.
Is what I've decided.
That's fair.
Dr. Robotnik robs a bank and then uses a bunch of vehicles and robots and other things to get away.
Mm-hmm.
With the help of Krang
Ah.
and a couple
Guest
other
appearance.
They're all guest appearances.
It's true.
That neither Sonic nor Ninja Turtles is from that IP.
What?
Very true.
from Magic.
Yeah.
people. Really? I thought Sonic came directly from Magic.
Somebody
No,
told you wrong. Fake news. I don't know. Maybe if I did more research, I'd be more aware.
Sonic is an illegal alien from a completely different dimension.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you're transdimensional.
So it makes him an alien.
Yeah.
But probably also from another planet. Or maybe, well, I don't know. Maybe it is Earth. Apparently they have hedgehogs, so
That's true.
Earth thing to have.
Right.
We got hedgehogs here.
I also have a bunch of whole other things.
Yeah.
Like an Idris Elba sounding echidna.
We got those here. They don't all sound like Idris Elba. There's one that sounds like Idris Elba.
Yeah, they all sound alike to me. Stupid
British.
echidnas.
Oh,
Also, yes.
all sound like Butcher from The Boys.
Yeah, really, that's been my week. I haven't done too much.
Okay.
Although this train game I just picked up yesterday has been quite enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah, looks
It's
good.
really difficult.
Well,
You can
I
paint
guess.
you can paint your train too.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I guess you can't paint this train.
Oh. Well, maybe you haven't unlocked it yet.
You can paint your original train.
Hmm.
This is a special train that has a rail cannon on it.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Can't paint
Railway cannon.
You can paint your friends and you can paint your train, but you can't
Paint your friend's
train.
train. That sounds sexual.
That's what they say.
Sounds hot.
Does. Okay, yeah, that's a good place to leave it, I think.
Always get your friends' consent to paint their trains.
That's true.
Yeah, well, consent is important.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Always get consent.
So yeah,
And if you're not sure, ask.
that's generally how you get consent.
That would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess there could be.
I mean, sometimes
we'll
it's
wrap it
like
up. We don't need to get into the nuances of it.
pretty obvious consent given, you know?
Yeah. Like enthusiastic consent already.
yeah. Yeah. So you
And
can
don't wish somebody to love you on a one wish willow. That's
Not
an
without their
important-
consent.
Not without their consent. What I'm saying is, someone buy me a one wish willow.
Those aren't like real.
I have a
I mean,
wish.
I guess they are real for like. There's like a novelty item for the movie, but
Yeah, that's what they want you to think.
they don't work
How do you know?
because I don't have $1 billion.
You don't have a One Wish Willow.
Well, not anymore because I used it. It didn't work. Now I'm about $7.99 and a Willow.
Damn it. So you're saying that whole thing was just a movie?
Yeah, pretty good movie. Not just any movie.
We just rewatched Endgame. Sorry, the way that Christian said it was like spot on with Paul Rudd going, you mean Back to the Future was all just a bunch of bullshit?
I feel like that moment too.
So yeah, you can catch us here on the YouTubes, the Twitch, Kick Now. Of course, find us over at ClassicGamerBrain.com. Thank you, Two Littles, for joining in.
Yeah, you bet.
Thank you, Coffee.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And thank you, everyone out there, for tuning in. I think that does it. Anything else to add? Like, subscribe,
Hit the like,
Yeah.
subscribe, follow, comment,
do the things.
hate, comment.
Yeah.
Hate,
Let us
hate.
know what we said that was dumb and you disagree.
hate the video.
You can't even dislike videos anymore on YouTube.
You can hate message me.
You can still dislike them, right?
No,
They took it off
away.
of the shorts.
Oh,
it's still on the regular
it's just on
player.
regular
They-
videos.
They did take it off of the shorts.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can always hate message me on the Twitter under Two Littles 505.
Yeah, let them
You'll
know.
find me.
Really lay into them on there.
Yeah, I enjoy it sexually.
Ah, okay. That's why you're always rage baiting.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right. See you guys later. Love you. Bye.
Goodbye.